The crisis of Britain's filthy air was highlighted yesterday as it was revealed London has already breached the legal air pollution limits in just 5 days. Maximum hourly concentrations of nitrogen dioxide, which cause around 40,000 deaths across the UK each year, may not be exceeded more than 18 times in a year under EU rules. But by 9 p.m. on January 5 this year, these limits were smashed on the country's most polluted street, Brixton Road in South London. Last year it took 8 days before pollution limits were exceeded. Environmental campaigners called for tough action to clean up Britain's air, including phasing out the sale of diesel vehicles. The gas is linked to heart and lung problems and even early deaths. The news saw a London street break the rules even earlier than last year, when Putney High Street exceeded the annual limit for nitrogen dioxide by January 8. The World Health Organization says that there is no safe level above the maximum permitted limit, 200 mcg per cubic meter. Dr. Penny Woods, chief executive of the British Lung Foundation, said, "It's shocking that pollution limits in London have already been breached for 2017. This shows the extent of the public health crisis we are facing. The mix of these toxic air pollution levels with freezing temperatures poses a serious risk to people with lung conditions and can affect all of our health." Tests in December by Greenpeace together with the Daily Mail last month found that the limit of 200 mcg per cubic meter outside Harrods on the Brompton Road, one of the capital's other pollution hotspots, levels of nitrogen dioxide were measured at 574.4 micrograms per cubic meter outside the world-famous Knightsbridge department store during busy traffic. Yesterday Greenpeace flew a giant cutout of Mary Poppins wearing a gas mask in front of Big Ben to highlight the issue of air pollution. Paul Marazzo, clean air campaigner at Greenpeace, said, "If cars coming off the production line had dodgy brakes, the government would step in to sort it out. We urgently need to stop the sale of new diesel models until emission testing is truly fit for purpose. Better still, we need car companies to phase out diesel completely and concentrate on hybrid and electric alternatives." A lawyer from environmental law firm Client Earth, Alan Andrews, who has taken legal action against the government to clean up the air, said the breaches were another shameful reminder of the severity of London's air pollution. London Mayor Sadiq Khan has promised a bigger ultra-low emission zone in 2019. Mr. Khan said, "While London has the worst air pollution, this is a national problem which requires a national solution." The government's draft plans to tackle air pollution, as ordered by the High Court, are due in April. They must include a national network of clean air zones, which stop the dirtiest diesel vehicles entering pollution hotspots. They also have to stop the perverse fiscal incentives which encourage people to use diesel vehicles and instead help them to buy cleaner ones. Friends of the Earth called for plans to phase out diesel vehicles as part of a 21st Century Clean Air Act, deliver stronger clean air zones across the country, expand London's ultra-low emission zone, curb road building and invest more in cycling and public transport. Folk campaigner Jenny Bates said, "Air pollution is a major health threat, particularly to children and other vulnerable people, contributing to around 40,000 early deaths across the UK every year. Road traffic is the biggest culprit and diesel is the worst. This is why the government must take much bolder and quicker action, including planning to phase out diesel by 2025.